Hey there and welcome to this video. This video is the third of 4 different holiday card making videos, and today we make watercolor clip arts and then put them together to a card. Let's start with painting fur tricks. I'm only using the tip of the brush, and when the first layer is dry, go over with a darker green. Moving on to painting the acorn, I use dark brown for the acorn itself and a lighter one for the top part, but wait until the dark part is dry. And to get some texture, I add some dots to the shell, but make sure that the paint isn't too wet. Next, let's paint some dried orange slices. Honestly, I wasn't happy about the colors of the first 2 slices. Begin by painting a light circle and then add a darker orange brown to the edge, and it doesn't matter if it bleeds in a little, but again make sure it's not too wet. When this layer is dry, you can move on painting some details, and similar to the acorn top, I'm adding more paint when the watercolor starts to dry but is still wet. The next element is a twig with berries. Just paint some red dots and let them dry, and then you just need to connect them. And the last element is the lettering. When you're done and everything is dry, you can scan it in. So I imported everything into GIMP, and the image size is the size of the card unfolded, so that's where the crease will be. And I want to add a guideline for this, so I go to image, and I already mentioned this in the first holiday card video, but I don't have GIMP installed in English, but I hope you can still follow along. So go to, I think it's image in English, then guides in percent, vertical and 50%. And this adds this guideline, and that's where the crease will be of the card, and this is the front side of the card and that's the back. So next I'm gonna scale everything down, and you can also link different layers together by clicking the item or button next to the eye, and this way, oh, I have the wrong one selected. And this way, if you scale it down, every layer will be scaled down as well that is linked to this one. But I'm gonna scale those down individually, I think, and I'm gonna skip this step and come back when everything is the right size. Now, as you can see, the background isn't translucent, so if you layer them on top of each other, you kind of cover the element underneath it, and I don't want that, obviously. So we're gonna select the one at the top, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Oops. And what you wanna do is take this one tool. If it doesn't show up, go to Tools and Selection, and then it should be there. And then click on the background. And in my case, it selects too much, so I'm gonna adjust the value down here. And that's much better. And now I'm gonna erase, oops, that's big, the background. If it shows up, even though if you're erasing and it gets white or it stays white, make sure that you have an alpha channel at your layer, or to your layer, whatever the right preposition is here. But just, I'm gonna remove it for now so I can show it to you again. Now you see it's white, and obviously I want it to be transparent. So right click on the layer and then add alpha channel. I think that's what it's called in English. And because I'm not sure if you can see it, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. But there's still, it's very pixelated right now, but there's still kind of a white gap or white edge, which I don't want. So I'm gonna zoom out again. And I'm gonna increase the selection just a tiny bit. So I'm going to pixels and just by 1 pixel. And I'm gonna erase that as well. I'm gonna repeat this step with every single layer right now. For the fruit twigs, I'm actually not gonna increase the selection because it's in the back anyway, so you can't see the background. I mean, the background is gonna be white anyway, so you can't see it. Also make sure if there's obviously something else like this to erase this as well, because obviously you don't want that. Alright, when everything is transparent, that should be transparent, you can go on and place everything the way you want it to be placed. Also, I'd like to mention, if, for example, you want the lettering on top of something, on top of an element, but it shows up underneath it, you can just move the layers around here. Okay, but now it's just time to place everything the way you want it. And that's the finished card. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, check out the other card videos, and I hope to see you there. Bye!